Hey guys, it's Brandon again. So today's video is in response to the previous video that I did called When is a Good Time to Buy Stocks. Now that video is one of my least watched videos, yet it created so much controversy this past week because a lot of people reached out to me via social media just to debate the title of that video. And just a little side note, there are people who are subscribed to my YouTube channel that I had no idea that were subscribed to my YouTube channel, people that I went to high school with. And I just want to thank you guys very much for supporting my journey on this YouTube platform and the fact that we were able to have a healthy debates and healthy difference in opinions and respectful debates. And I really appreciate you guys for that. And it's crazy. I haven't spoken to some of you guys in years. And I'm going through your social media pictures and I'm just amazed. I didn't thought it was possible, but you guys got even sexier. My goodness. So guys, again, thank you for your support. And if you're new to this channel, or you're stopping by to this channel for the first time, I'm gonna ask you to click on that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again. Now, before I get started, let me answer the question here, right? Now, will the stock market crash? Absolutely. I definitely believe that the stock market will eventually crash. Now, people might be like, well, that is very contradicting to what you're teaching, because in one video you're saying the stock market is going to crash, but yet it is a good time to buy stocks. And let me explain why. Now, the stock market is something that has been crashing for over 100 years. But one thing that we do know is that the stock market always bounces back. This is the American economy. This is the biggest consumer nation in the world. So people are going to have to do business with America. That is just a fact. Now, my viewpoint is this. Nobody is good enough to know when the exact bottom of the market is. I don't care if you're Jim Crone, if you're Warren Buffett, if you're Jimmy Craver. Nobody's that good to know when the bottom of the market is. Now, in November of 2019, and those who follow me on Instagram and also follow me on YouTube can vouch for this, in 2019 of November, I did a live on Instagram. And in that live, I said, get out of the stock market is going to crash. Now, I got so much heat for that live. People said my grandmother was a hoe, I'm crazy, I don't know what I'm talking about. It was just crazy. And I said the stock market was going to crash in March of 2020. And people are like, shut up. And especially when the market kept hitting highs in January and February of 2020, people are really like, you look so stupid. Now, if you're a part of Factory 7 LLC, now, sidebar, if you need help with saving money, learning the game of investing, and just bettering your finances as a whole, visit my website at factory7llc.com and book your consultations today. Now, for those who are a part of my program and also who are a part of my stock program, know one thing about Brandon Mills. I do not like marginal trades. And those who don't know what marginal trades is, it's a little bit technical term, but basically it's borrowing money to buy stocks. And for the very first time, I was teaching people how to short stock. I was teaching people how to short. I went in and actually shorted the travel industry. When I did that, people thought I was out of my mind. And it's not because I was a genius, it's because I saw what was about to happen in the economy. So it's not that I don't want people thinking I'm this genius that knew exactly when the bottom was. It's just that it's something that was blatantly in my face. When you have a economic mind, you're going to notice certain things in the economy. So because of that, I was teaching people how to short stocks. And as a result, the market crashed. Now, towards the end of April or the third week in April, I started telling people in my program to go back into the market. A lot of people didn't agree with me. Many people disagreed with me because they thought America was just in a terrible state. So people started going back in the market. I started going back in the market. Lo and behold, my portfolio just within April, May, June, July, 4 short months quadrupled. So the reason why I was able to foresee what was happening is because anytime the government put money into the economy, guess what happens? It drives up the stock prices. Now, if you look at one of my older videos, talked about the future or the current state of the economy or the future state of the economy. I'll put the link in the description. I stated that the government is going to step back in. And because the government is going to step back in, the market is gonna hit another all-time high. That's just the nature of the market. This is the shortest bear market we ever had. So the thing is that the market is this thing that it's always crashing and it's always bouncing back. This is why I teach people invest in good companies. At my advanced age, I don't have time to be searching up the internet and looking at 2, 3, 400 companies to see which is a good buy at the bottom to make profit long term. I just buy a great company and I option that company. That is my investment strategy. So the thing is that when I tell people to go into the market, that is based on what I will do. This is the first year ever in history that we'd had a recession, all-time unemployment at an all-time high, and an ailment going on. This wasn't a financial crash. This was an ailment crash. The real financial crash hasn't happened yet, in my opinionated fact. So when I'm telling people that, it's okay to go back in, go back in. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm in and I can stomach the fluctuations of the market. The average person should just be in a good mutual fund and just sit there and let, yes, I agree with that, make other professionals manage their portfolio. But one thing is that the market itself is undefeated. No matter how good an investor is, if the market isn't returning high enough returns, that investor or that trader that is managing your portfolio is also not going to be returning a high enough return. So yes, all these things are happening, but I do not know exactly when the market is going to crash. I just say pick the right company and just keep investing for the long term. If you cannot stomach a correction, treat it like a girl that you do not want to get pregnant and just pull out. Quite simple. The market is not for everyone. Now, with that being said, volatility is something that is always repeating itself. Even in the Great Depression, we had volatility that spiked up the market, dropped back down, spiked it right back up. You can look at these trends in the 1930s. Even in the dot-com bubble of 2000, we had a short, we had a drop, market went back up, government started pumping money. It's the same cycle over and over and over again. 2008, 2009, it was the same thing. I actually bought my first stock in 2009 and that company is no longer existing and I lost all my money, but it was a lesson. And I went back into the market learning how to buy good companies. And that is a strategy that I teach. So yes, the market will eventually crash. I do not know when. I do not know if this political election is going to be something that reveals it. I do not know what is going to cause the market to dip again. Time will tell. So again, stay strong. In God we trust. Be the best you can be. And again, my friends, thank you. Thank you for being with me on this journey. And also like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.